Hey again, it's Bill with Modern Thirst. I've got a quick bourbon tasting for you here, and this one is kind of special for us in terms of the videos, because one of the first videos I did was the Remus Volstead Reserve. That was batch 1. I recently did, I guess earlier this year, batch 2 as well. I love both of those. I think they're very good expressions of MGP distillate, which I think is just very high quality to begin with. Today we've got a sample of the Volstead Reserve. Now this is their brand new one. There's only 500 cases of this being released. They're going to be individually bottled, and it's a 14-year-old bottled in bond bourbon, which this is right up my alley. They say it's some of their best from 2005, so I'm really looking forward to trying this for you. So we're going to get to this really quickly here and let you know how we like it. Now I haven't tasted this before at all, so this is totally blind, and that I don't know what it tastes like. Yeah, right off the bat, you can tell it's high rye. That's very, very common for MGP. It's kind of their standard mash bill, bourbon and rye. A little bit of vanilla and fruits. Yeah, it's got some of that very telltale MGP quality to it. That it's almost like a candied citrus drop. Very good. There is plenty of oak on this. You can tell that it does have some decent age. That's that 14-year coming in there. Very nice. Maybe a little nutty in there. A little nuttiness on the back end. That could just be the oak again, but kind of walnuts. Nice on the nose. This is good MGP. It's really good on the palate. You get a lot up front. It's a little bit unbalanced towards the front of the palate to start out with. It takes a second for those flavors to really kind of roll back and coat the mouth. What you get is a sensation that kind of drops off at the back of the palate on that first taste, and then it kind of, when the finish kicks in, it kind of all comes back to you. Let me try that again. It's very centered on the front of the palate, so it's not the best balanced of bourbons, but it's very tasty. Has lots of the rye pepper to it. That's very common for MGP. It's kind of what you look for with it. It does have that citrus note, a lot of the fruitiness. There's a little bit of something I don't normally get, and I want to say it's a plum or an apple, not an apple, some sort of a red fruit in there. Maybe in prunes or raisins. It's pretty nice. Again, it's centered on the front of the palate. You get a rye tingle kind of throughout the palate, but the flavors are all concentrated on the front. It's a little unbalanced. But it's actually a rather long finish, because that pepper and barrel tannin note does hang around for a long time. And those flavors on the front of the palate continue to develop into, they go from that fruity, citrusy to more black pepper spice. So we'll give it one more taste. It's good. I wish there was a little bit more on the rear palate to it, but all in all, it's a very good drink. It's a very good sip. Something that I definitely will try to find a bottle of. It is standard MGP bourbon flavors, which are very, very good, and they're getting harder to find with any sort of age on them. So it's those standard flavors that you're looking for with MGP, with a lot of extra age on it. So it's very well balanced, not really well balanced, but a very good representation of how MGP flavors should develop on the palate, with the exception of the fact that it's a little light on the rear. Overall, I think it's probably, in terms of scoring, it's probably a B+ in there somewhere. I won't give it a score today on the first tasting or anything like that, but it's worth having. I don't think it's the best example of MGP stuff. I really think the first edition of Remus Reserve was my favorite that they've done yet from MGP. But it's good. It's definitely good, and being in such limited quantities, it's something that I think I want to have on my bar, sip on it occasionally, and let some friends share it with me too. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe on YouTube. It really helps us out. Also, consider supporting us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/ModernThirst. And obviously, check us out at ModernThirst.com. We have hundreds of whiskey reviews online already. We're always adding more, always looking for new talent to join us as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment if you've tried this, or if you want to try it, or if you have any other questions. Again, this is a bottle and bond 14 year. That means it's 100 proof. It's an MGP brand that MGP owns, which is a little bit of a rarity outside of the Remus lineup. So check it out and have a good day. Cheers.